What if I told you we were losing up to $660,000 a month just on one unit because we discharge patients too late in the day? That's money that we could be reinvesting in staffing, new equipment, or patient care. And here's the thing, it's fixable. Today, I'm pitching a focused 6-week trial on one of our med-surg units, 3AV or 8AV, where we completely rethink and restructure our discharge process. This isn't about adding more pressure or more work. It's about working smarter with the resources that we already have. This workflow redesign has 3 core goals: accelerate throughput and reduce length of stay, improve patient safety and satisfaction, relieve pressure on nursing, transportation, and the ED. And what would that mean in practice? Fewer patients boarding in the ED for hours waiting on beds. Nurses who can discharge patients without feeling rushed or overworked. Patients going home safer and sooner. And a financial model that could pay for itself in just weeks. The problem. Right now, we are being reactive to discharges. They're crammed into the back half of the day, which cascades into delays everywhere else. Based on our teletracking Q4 report, only 9% of discharges on 3AB happen by noon. That means our ED stays full, PACU backs up, and floor nurses are juggling late discharges while admitting fresh patients at shift change with no warning. Admissions arrive before patients have even left their rooms. Beyond the chaos, we're missing key safety moments. Labs like potassium and magnesium are resulted early in the mornings, but those critical replacement orders get lost in the shuffle and missed. These are not minor delays. These are potential patient safety events. When discharge planning is rushed, patients leave unprepared or experience gaps in care coordination, and that's just not who we are. We are a safety-first facility. And from a financial lens, according to LifePoint Health 2023, extended length of stay leads to overcapacity penalties, higher operating costs, and reduced throughput across the entire hospital system. It's not just inefficient, it's expensive. The fix: a smarter workflow. Let's pilot a new approach for 6 weeks on 3AB or 8AB. We're going to add a second charge nurse, provided via central staffing, to take full ownership of discharges. Their role is not patient care, it's logistics and flow. This person manages discharge communication with providers, case managers, transport, and families. We'll have proactive rounding. We'll reform our multidisciplinary rounds to be forward-thinking instead of asking, who's leaving today? Ask, who could leave tomorrow or Friday? That builds predictable timelines and flags barriers earlier. Our teletracking engagement. Our charge nurses will be trained and held accountable for teletracking usage. Not just inputting discharges, but tracking the delays and driving the plan forward. Our night shift prep. We'll train our night shift on how to tee up our discharges. They'll be pulling IVs, prep discharge meds. They'll clean up the documentation and notify the providers of any barriers. These small touches have shave hours off the next day's discharge process. And we'll track it all. Discharge by noon rates, average length of stay, readmission rates, and nursing satisfaction. The payoff, what this means for stakeholders. Executives, each 0.5 day length of stay reduction saves between $1,800 to $2,200 per patient. This is per coffee 2020. On a 30-bed unit, that adds up to $270,000 to $660,000 a month in potential savings. Over 12 months, that's $8 million just from one unit. Nurses, with discharge ownership lifted off their plate, the second charge nurse acts as a buffer. That frees up our floor nurses to give quality care, focus on meds, and prep for admissions early. Less chaos, more control. Our ED and our transportation will have faster bed turnover. It clears out our ED hallway beds, restores EMS capacity, and improves patient experience. No more 6-hour holds waiting on a clean room. our case management, and our physicians. With predictable discharge plans and clear MDR communication, discharge barriers are resolved faster, fewer missed scripts, faster follow-ups, and better communication across the board. For our patients, they go home when they're ready, not hours later due to paperwork or mistransportation. They're more satisfied, less frustrated, and better prepared for recovery. This plan doesn't just help operation, it honors our values, our call to action. We already have the tools. We already have the staff. We're just not using them in a way that reflects our goals. This is a low-cost, high-impact strategy. It's built around accountability, preparation, and flow. Let's try something different. 1 unit, 6 weeks. Let's prove that by prioritizing discharge planning, we improve the entire patient experience. If it works, we scale to other units. If it doesn't, we learn and we refine our process. But what we can't do is stay stuck in reactive mode. It's time to stop reacting and start leading discharge. Thank you.